My name is Rage and I am back today with another video guide and playthrough for you all. In today's video, we're going to walk through the roster that I utilized to unlock the next two nodes in Doom Chapter 2 here, following my last video on 2.4. It's going to be 2.5 and 2.6 using the same Symbiote roster. We're just going to go ahead here and just filter it by symbiote, but keep in mind, you guys, you're going to see that you can definitely do this with a lower team. Since the time of recording with my video, I did actually get a higher Carnage with here, moving him from 3 red to the 4 red, so he is stronger, but no ability upgrades or anything have changed since my last video. Just keep that in mind. The last video was done, the total team was about 204k, and you guys can definitely do it with a lower team. I think a symbiote roster anywhere from 185 to 200 is definitely able to just get through these next 3 nodes. So let me show you my roster here and then we'll dive into the playthrough. So starting here, I have my Symbiote Spider-Man, 62k, 4 red. As you can see, I T4'd both his basic as well as his passive ability just to give that healing, sustainability, as well as he's utilized right now heavily in my raids and Dark Dimension. Additionally here, I do have the level 1 raider on him just to be able to allocate the vulnerability, working hand in hand with the strikers in my team. So that's for Symbiote Spider-Man there. Next, I have Anti-Venom here at almost 40k with the 5 red. Got really lucky with him in the ore drop. Additionally, I do have the level 1 ISO 8 striker on him, working in combination with Symbiote Spider-Man for that additional DPS. For the time being, no T4s just yet, but I am planning to upgrade him in the future. Just wanted to make these videos for you guys while my team is still relatively low, especially with the Symbiote team. Carnage here, 39k, got him as well with the level 1 ISO 8 Skirmisher. He's working hand in hand with Striker and Raider. Additionally, no T4s on Carnage just yet. Next, I got Scream to be able to, take away those positive effects in these nodes. She's only at 33k with the 3 red. In addition, she also has the level 1 Raider, just like Symbiote Spider-Man, working hand in hand with both Skirmisher as well as the Raider. It's ensuring that there's the vulnerability for the strikers, right? And for the time being, no T4s as well, but I am planning to bring her up. Last but not least, I got Venom here at 33k with the 3 red. In addition, he's the other striker working hand with Anti-Venom here. Both of them will be doing extra damage just because they can actually inflict the bleeding, and we want to maximize that. So that's my roster right there, you guys. So let's dive right into the gameplay of the nodes. Guys, as you can see here, we are still up against a very, very formidable team. So here's our roster right now with the placement. As you can see, total team power 208k. We still need to be cautious. We still need to be careful. Just because we have a really good solid roster doesn't mean it's going to be a cakewalk. The last node was actually really good in terms of being able to just target the operators, and we had really good turn meter just because the operators were weaker. However, with these next 2 nodes, we do have to be mindful of the damage because unlike the last node, we're going to be focused on killing everybody now as opposed to actually just going ahead and finishing off the operators. So what we're going to do first of all, you guys, is we are actually going to utilize Mystique here. We're going to target Ant-Man just because in the beginning here, both Ant-Man and Wasp don't have the defense up. So let's go ahead and do that. But obviously, ideally, I would like to take out Baron Zemo just because of his damage. But what we're going to do is, because Ant-Man and both Wasp are squishy, let's go ahead and see if we can just take them out. And then keep in mind, too, another thing. We really do want to kill these guys as soon as possible, because the moment we do, we gain a lot of benefits. Whenever there's a target that dies, we get the speed up, extra speed turn, and we really want to take advantage of that. In addition, in this situation where Anti-Venom, we have his ultimate. Don't forget, he has the ability to spread 2 positive effects to his team, so we're going to go ahead and use his ultimate there. Ideally, I was hoping for a defense up, but that is quite all right. I'm going to go ahead and use Mystique here, see if we can start damaging Baron Zemo, because he provides a lot of benefits to his team. Fortunately, we were also able to apply a defense down on him. The other thing to keep in mind too, you guys, is the fact that Crossbones, he has a really devastating damage when he explodes, so we got to be mindful of that. It could potentially wipe us out if we're not careful. We got to be very, very careful about that and be mindful, especially if our Anti-Venom goes down. That means we can no longer 3-star this node, so we just got to be mindful. Great team overall still, but we just need to be careful just because these guys are a lot higher than our team, and we cannot underestimate how powerful, especially this mix with Baron Zemo. So unfortunately, we're still taunted. So we're going to keep doing that. As you can see there, one of the crossbones just unleashed this attack, and as you can see, did a great amount of damage. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to stun Wasp here, because not only stunning her buys us time, in addition, we are also going to be able to put a slow on everybody else around them. We're going to go ahead. Let's go ahead and finish off Baron Zemo here. And what I am going to do is, this crossbone actually hasn't actually used his special and exploded yet. So you know what? What I want to do is actually take out these guys to increase our turn meter, which actually worked accordingly. We're going to finish off Baron Zemo here. And as you can see here, at the 10 out of 12 enemies left, I did spawn characters of the Fantastic Four, including Invisible Woman as well as Mr. Fantastic. So things to be mindful of. Invisible Woman can put an offense down on us. She can also cleanse their negative conditions. So we just got to be careful. But you know what? Let's go ahead now and actually target Crossbone, just because he has a taunt too. I don't like them getting in the way, especially when we start going on our rampage here. And I love the fact that once you start targeting with the symbiote team here, the negatives just keep applying, and it's absolutely unreal. So you know what? Let's keep going ahead, keep weakening Crossbone's there. He's almost done, and then like I said, the moment we take down any of their targets, it's absolutely beautiful, because we are able to actually get extra buffs, especially when a target dies. So yeah, that's why you see, and it compounds too, right? Because that's the beautiful thing about this roster. It compounds the moment targets die or start going down. We gain turn meter. Absolutely unreal. So as long as our Anti-Venom is alive and able, we'll have that chance to 3-star, because he can revive these guys if anything ever happens. So what I'm gonna do now is I do see that our stream is quite low here, so we got to be mindful of that. In addition, you know, I want to provide some benefits to our team, so I'm going to go ahead and use the ultimate there, just to give that little regen there. But you know what, we do need to finish off Invisible in here. We don't like her sustainability, right? So let's go ahead and target her. Additionally, her health is pretty low too, so it works hand in hand with building up her turn meter, just because of Carnage's passive. Absolutely beautiful. And now that we got Venom here with the speed up, you know what, let's go ahead and block Namor. Unfortunately, he was not, his resistance is too high for us, so that's quite alright. But you know what, I'm going to go ahead and give us immunity, so that'll protect us. We have the defense up, we're in a great position. You know, I'm going to go ahead and unleash Carnage's special there. Let's go ahead now. Let's go ahead now and use the ultimate here, just to see if we can stun Mr. Fantastic. Unfortunately, we were not able to do that, so that's quite alright, you guys. We're close here. Let's go ahead, finish off him. And in addition, like I said, Namor does do the most damage, so let's go ahead and see if we can finish him off, especially with him with the offense up. That's quite scary for us. He's got some massive AoE damage as well, so that's also why I don't want to keep him alive. So at this point, you know, once we take Namor down, I think we can pretty much auto this. You know, it was just very scary in the beginning, because, you know, we didn't play our cards right. The crossbones with Zemo. It could have been a very scary situation if they all bursted at the same time, but fortunately we had defense ups. We were able to disable one of them, and that's how we're in this position. Now, with that being said, at this point, I'm just gonna go ahead and hit auto, you guys, and just target Mr. Fantastic. But there you guys have it. At this point, when it's just down to these three, it's gonna be very, very straightforward following. So Symbiote roster, again, you guys can probably do with a lower team. I have a little bit higher here, but just given their synergy, given how good they mesh together with their abilities, and again, just the fact that, you know, Anti-Venom is one of the few characters in the game now officially that has revive, on top of Minerva, and you know, absolutely, it's going to be great just being able to see that synergy with the symbiote, how far they can go. So there you guys have it. That's the 3-star unlock here for Doom Chapter 2, Node 5 here, following the previous video on Nodes 2-4. So there you guys have it. Hope this was able to provide insight. I am going to make another video on the next unlock of how I was able to go through and finish the 3-star for Squirrel Girl. I am going to utilize the same team as well. So as always, you guys, thank you for taking the time to watch. I do appreciate it. Please let me know what your thoughts are, insight, in addition to any questions you may have. Thank you as always, and I'll see you in the next one.